Yes.
I'm gonna need to calm myself down for a minute.
That was
I don't know what her name was.
Shit.
I don't know who she is. I don't know.
The name of the song is called "Release Your Mind."
Spirit.
This is the Spending Charisma remix by the MAS Collective.
The spirit.
The spirit
of this. The spirit, I say, of this song takes me back.
It moves you.
Oh, it moves me back to 1990. I'm gonna say 8,
yes,
9, up to maybe 2000,
maybe 2001.
Give me one
at the Delta,
or at track.
When Cedric was playing it, and listen, your ears, you was like, girl, my eardrums about to bust, but I'm not leaving this floor.
That was one of those songs where it's like it was in between all the acid rash, scuzz out. Get up and throw the trash can type of music, and then you'd hear this, and you're sitting there thinking you calming down and you cooling off,
right? And
then you get to that bridge, and it just carries you.
Yes,
just carries you all over.
No, this is the song where it's like, I've been at this girl for about 3.5, 4 hours, and now you're like, bitch, what time? You're like, I guess we can make it to IHOP. Like, all right, did your girls...
Wait, you stopping at Yums. He was like, I'm on my way to Yums. Wait a minute.
Like,
I can make it to Yums.
Like, your girl...
I can be home by 3:30.
your boys are like, girl, I'm about ready to go. And everybody starts, you know, because he over there, you dance with somebody, and y'all all making an eye with one another. You like, y'all ready? You ready?
Y'all got?
You ready?
Okay.
Let's go. And then he played the song. You be like, well, all right, we right back in it.
And the sad part is everybody in my crew knew it was like, once I started dancing, but you're not getting me off that floor.
And, you know, listen, because if it was Cedric, he'd do that like 5 or 6 times in the night, and you'd be like, bitch, I thought we was leaving
right.
And
At
like,
1
no,
o'clock.
well, here's the deal.
You thought you was leaving at 1.
No, here's the thing. It's that's your one new Judy that didn't hang out with y'all that's like, oh, we leaving? So he has already made his way outside. And then, like, 2 hours later, he is sitting there like, bitch, I thought we was leaving.
Meanwhile, you come outside, you
come
just
like,
drenched. You take your shirt off and you squeezing that thing out because you done danced so hard, or you got the one shoe off in your hand because you walking. Right. You have just tore the place down, and you just like, okay, I'm ready to go now. Like I don't want to talk about nothing. Let's just come on. Let's just go. Like let's just go. I can't talk no more.
Right. And they send you sitting there. You know, you eating your omelet, and you like, bitch, and y'all like, girl, they turned it. Your one friend that was sitting there was like, you motherfuckers.
Y'all had me sit out here waiting, but that's all right. And I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be all right because that's how this rolls. That's how this rolls.
I mean, if you want to fuck with us,
that's how this is gonna roll.
So here's the thing. Drive yourself, then. I mean, now you say Uber, but it was no Uber. Then you be like,
drive yourself, catch the bus, or
right,
start walking.
or
like what you gonna do? But anyway,
everybody that was riding in my car was still staying. So listen, sometimes I was that bitch, and I'd be like, listen, because I was still the one that was driving. Right. You know what? Because I'm not gonna leave my girls. Right. I sit my ass in that car.
Yeah. After a period of time, I was that person that was driving. So it was like.
So yeah, I had no problem with catching a cute little nap in the car. It was like, all right.
Yeah, but anyway. So enough of we went down memory lane.
But you know, it's Black Music Month.
Yes,
so,
it is.
You know.
But let's open the show first. It is Wednesday, June the 6th.
June the 5th. It's June 5th.
Yes,
I graduated from high school 30 years ago today.
Congratulations.
Yes. Oxon Hill High School, class of 1989.
I guess there's a historical marker somewhere for that little type of.
You act like your graduation was around the same fucking time.
Graduation was in June. But I'm just saying. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's a historical marker.
No. What you was trying to do was read. You was reading
by
pulling.
You was reading by pulling a Tu Wong Fu reference. Right. I'm just saying that was not a read. You're feeling kind of sensitive, honey. I don't know what's going on with you, honey. Is it that time? What's going on? Is something going on with you, honey? Listen, something wrong with you, honey?
I'm going through some sort of a psychological change in my life.
But anyway, June the 5th, 2019, episode 59 of BGK8 show with
Dominion
and Epic. So welcome.
Welcome.
So yes, we talked about Black Music Month, and we are opening the show up talking about Black Music Month and actually having a moment with some music. We were just reminiscing.
Yeah, so this week, so we'll start from the top. So this week is your favorite R&B hit from 1979 and prior.
So what that means is pick up the phone and call in. The number is 240-719-2560. One more time, 240-719-2560. So dial in and tell us what these songs are.
Right.
But again, the cutoff is 1979.
Yes, December 31st, 1979 and prior. R&B. We will accept disco.
Well, yeah, because it is kind of,
Yeah, you know, so that means all of, you know, your 70s music, all of your 60s, and, you know, for some of you who are, you know, a bit more legendary, you know, your 50s music, too.
That's true, too. But listen,
I love a cute, you know.
Let me tell you something.
I'm going to start.
There's
I'm going to tell
several.
you. The Flamingos, I Only Have Eyes for You.
Oh.
Yes. That song takes me back. Because what movie was that in? It was in, like, one of those gangster movies.
And I want to say that was in Stephen King's movie, too. I want to say Christine. I think. but I can't remember.
But yeah, so that was a real
Okay.
popular song by the Flamingos in the 50s.
Well, so I have one, but it doesn't go. Actually, the 3 songs that I have don't really go that far back. They're actually in the 70s, but I
Okay.
have some before them, but they're not R&B. But
Okay.
anyway, so
No, go ahead, go ahead,
No,
you
no.
know.
So one of my favorites of all time is, and I've said this several times before, and I'll say this out loud, and this is on record, on video, everywhere. So it's a log of it. If something happens to me and I die, please play this song at my funeral.
Okay.
It is Patti LaBelle's "Music Is My Life."
Okay.
I absolutely love this song, and it is like the whole story that she tells. I absolutely love it, and so
Okay.
I feel it. I feel it down in my spirit when I hear that song, and I love it to death.
Got it.
So,
Got it.
But speaking of an oldie but goodie,
Mm-hmm.
so my uncle was a big, and it still is a big Smokey Robinson fan.
Yes.
And one of my favorite songs by him is actually it's 2 songs. I think they're two different songs, but Tracks of My Tears.
Yes.
Because one starts off with "I will build you a castle." That's Tracks of My Tears.
Is that Tracks of My Tears?
That's another song, but that song, "I will build you a castle."
It sounds familiar, but I can't remember who that is.
But
Yeah.
anyway, those two, like that song, "Tracks of My Tears," and this other song here, but I cannot think of the name of it. It'll come to me. But those are 2 of my favorite
Okay.
songs by him. Because thank you, Uncle, for that one. I appreciate that.
The one you don't fuck with no more?
No. This is the one.
this is the one you do
No,
fuck
this is the one that we're a lot alike.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, we yeah.
So Overdrive producer, give us one of your favorites.
From the 70s,
Matter of fact, I'm gonna Google this little song.
60s, one of my favorites would be Cameo,
Okay.
and we could go with Why Have I Lost You?
Okay. All right. Yes. Why
Actually,
have I lost you?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's called "I Try Something New." I remember that. Yeah. Okay. all
So,
right.
so that was the 50s. I'm gonna try to do one from each decade. So I got the 50s. So from the 60s, there's just so many. But in honor of our recently departed diva, I'm gonna have to go with "Ain't No Way" by Aretha Franklin.
Listen.
That's one of them. Like if the relationship ain't work out, you like, I just need to go.
This is your cocktail at the bar.
Ain't no way. Listen. Your makeup is running. Your wig is askew.
One eyelash is just hanging off
Right.
because you're just trying to get that thing together. It just won't. Listen.
Right. Yes.
I also have love for Teddy Pendergrass, and
Turn them off.
no, not that one actually.
You got what I need.
Not that one either. It was a
They're all the whole town's
That's-
laughing at you.
not that one either.
Okay. See,
But
Teddy got a lot of jams.
Teddy
You
has
be forgetting
a lot.
You be forgetting.
But one of my favorites by him is "Don't Leave Me This Way."
Okay.
So when his version of that song,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm not sure if it's the original version or not, but his version I absolutely love because I know Thelma Houston sang it. I think she sang it first.
Uh-huh.
But his version,
Baby,
listen.
when he pulls out some old turn them off, you just be like, well, bitch,
yeah, like all right,
let's go ahead and
here
take
you
these panties off. Here you
go.
go.
There you go. What else you want?
This is what we gonna do here.
Yeah,
All right,
what else you
well,
want?
this is what we doing. This is what we doing. All right, this is what we doing. All right, so 70s. There's like so many from the 70s, and I don't want to do
Please, I got all of mine are from the 70s.
shit. I'll come back to the 70s.
Rolls Royce,
Rolls Royce, yes.
Confunction,
Come on, Rolls Royce.
Yes. I gotta look up my thing. All right, you keep on going.
well, you can go on and on.
You can tell me.
Yeah.
Ohio Players,
So I had a we
Oh, I know what mine is. As soon as you said Ohio Players, it's not Ohio Players, but the OJs. Now this is an obscure OJ one. Living for the Weekend. When I was a child,
And it's
I
like it
just
never
had-
ended.
Yes,
The song never
yes.
ended.
I used to have.
It never,
I had
ever
this
ended.
memory. We had this wooden octagonal coffee table. It was a huge table, and me and my sister used to get up on the coffee table in our socks and just dance around the coffee table.
Bitch, that was a visual.
Yes.
Laughing at you and Kendra. Listen, hey Kendra.
Woo!
Listen,
Let me just sit down and relax a minute.
And the song went
Let me.
on
It
forever.
went on
oh my
forever.
God.
Ah! Ah!
It was a great song though.
It was-
brings back
that was
a
a
lot
good
of memories.
song. Mm-hmm.
God, that brings back memories of like my father's side of the family.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about disco?
So Teddy was one of them. That was a disco. One of my favorites also, which is kind of, I don't know if it's really disco or R&B, but listen, Hamilton Bohannon
Yes, sir.
and Let's Start the Dance. To this day, I hear, what? Listen, come on. Everybody,
Yes.
get on up and dance. Get
So,
on up and
I don't know if I mean this is by a disco artist, but I wouldn't necessarily consider this song really disco. But Chic, At Last I Am Free.
Wait, how did that one go?
At last I am free. I can hardly see in front of me. I can hardly. There you go. Right,
All right, don't give him too much. Don't give him too much.
Right.
I'm just trying to calm down from the gospel explosion.
I know,
just
right?
had. Listen, and they start.
Evelyn Champagne Kitty.
Yes.
There, she has several things.
Shane.
I think
Shame, Love Come Down.
I'm gonna do this one. If our producer cuts it, he'll just have to cut it. All right, so we'll see. Come on, phone.
She's sticking. See, this is what I get a little irritated about it. I'm like, are you at this point where you're trying to tell me I need a new phone? Like, are we here yet? Like,
Right. Is what's going on here?
Like
What's
what?
happening? What's happening? Come on now.
Because there's this rumor that that these cell phone companies allegedly sell these phones with these expiration dates.
Planned obsolescence. So I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'm just going to pull up the song. Just bear with me. Come on,
I have another
phone.
one too. Are we doing gospel as well? Because I have a gospel one.
Oh,
That's one of my
sure.
favorites. And you made me think about Riri. There's another one that she has by me that I love. What is it? You're no good, heartbreaker.
I never loved her.
You're
Yes.
liar and you're cheat. Listen,
You ready for this one? No, not Someday at Christmas.
yeah, I can't sing, y'all. Just y'all know that. Anybody that y'all know, I can't.
All right, you ready for this one?
What's up, Bliss? Come on. Cut that. Cut that.
Listen, but that song, listen,
But so every
that
time I hear
song,
that song,
that's a good old drag queen song.
I think about people sitting at the bar with their little shot glasses and everybody just sitting there like, come on, sugar, come
Right.
on. Everybody just dancing.
Sang.
Cigarettes hanging with
Sang.
the ashes hanging off, and you got somebody with long nails and braids with the wooden beads in the front and
Okay.
down on their shoulders.
Ooh, you have given a very
Listen,
specific
with a very
imagery.
gold sequin top that's hanging somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see
So,
what else we got for disco. Let me see who we got.
This is not R&B.
Mm-hmm.
It's more so jazz by the person.
Okay.
But it's one of my favorite songs because it's Nina Simone. But Celine.
Can't eat much of it.
That was him. That wasn't
Okay,
me.
all right, yeah.
How about
Listen,
this one? How about this
listen.
one? You ready
But-
for this one now?
But Miss Sea Lion Woman by Nina Simone.
Yes.
Is the beat is so funky to me, and I've always loved it.
Whenever I was used to hear that, I'd be like, okay, the party is starting. Even like right now, we rolled up into the club, I'd be like, okay, all right.
Listen, music was, oh my God, it was so good in the 70s. It was like everything that came out was like amazing.
Come on, you can get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
I feel like it's time to do like,
For those of you who don't know, this is where De La Soul, this is
Right.
a sample. Let's be clear.
you're right.
Okay, all right.
All
we
right,
got too many in one
so,
song.
so how was your week?
My week has been good, but it's been trying. So
They've been
this
trying
is,
you?
This is my work week, and I'm working with this.
Cortez. Cortez, the number to call in is 240-719-2560.
That's the
Listen,
number.
one more time. 240-719-2560.
And I just talked to you, Cortez. If you was gonna call in, you could have.
Right.
Anyway. But yeah, they've been trying it all week. So I was telling y'all that I was going to be up here for this week with work. And so I have all of my participants here. And so what we
Now,
do
are
is
they just local or are they from around the country?
they're from all over they're across the country, out of the country. Some are one from Japan.
Oh, wow,
One's
okay.
from Guam. So they're coming in for this particular program. And so we sample them, survey them and try to take from them questions to try to make the program better. So we have this session that I run called Reflections, where we kind of ask them 5 specific questions and we ask them for their input so we can better the program going forward. And so they always turn it into a personal critique or
Of themselves.
It's not even of themselves, but it's a critique of the way the program is even made and structured. And I'm like, honey, you're doing too much. Like, just
Right.
come back and just answer the question.
Right.
I appreciate it, but then I always find myself defending our actions with the program. And specifically, one of my biggest pet peeves is we spend a lot of time on this handbook, which is basically the instructor's manual. The instruction manual. It has every single thing in it that you are going to need to do and how to do it and when it's due and everything. Like, I spent an exorbitant amount of time on this and having the dates in 2 or 3 different places. I have the information for each of the 19 deliverables that they're supposed to turn in. Everything is laid out for them.
And this is the start of the next
This
year.
this is the end for them, but this is at the beginning of their program that I give them this. So, for every single class.
Right.
And so they always go back and they never answer the questions or they never hit all the items that I outlined for them. So my responses to them, and I have a conversation with them, I say, listen, it is 100 and whatever amount of you. I have half of you that I'll be looking at, all 50 whatever you are turning in your 19 deliverables plus whatever emails you'll send me and questions about this, that, and the other. So there's a lot of emails, a lot of information that you're sending to me. And these deliverables are like anywhere from 3 to 12 pages long.
Right.
So it's a lot of goddamn reading. Now, let me be clear. There's some things I am skimming because I've seen book reviews of the same damn thing, but that's beside the point.
Do they be straight plagiarizing?
Some of them, we literally had someone that just plagiarized an article from that was out like 2 weeks before and just literally cut paste the whole damn article. Anyway, so
You somebody's GS-15?
they listen, and when we got finished and told them they plagiarized and let their agency coordinator know, they were like, well, first of all, you're gonna have to pay us back this money. The next question is, are you gonna be able to be employed here? I was like,
Right.
ooh. But anyway, that's not my issue. So when so I kind of tell them, they one of their complaints is that we want a critique of our writing, and I was like, first of all, this is not a writing course.
Right.
Like, I get it that you were talking about leadership, but the whole point of this program is for you to talk about the experiences and the what you've gotten out of the program based on the experiences that you were required to do. It's not about us giving you the keys to everything leadership. We're giving you the basics and you do the rest. It's about you learning how to lead people, and how you do that is leading yourself or knowing yourself better. That's the start of any of that. So when I do that, I then tell them, I don't need to give you a whole lot of information, because if you followed the handbook, my response to you is, great, thanks, good job.
Right.
But when you don't, that's when the petty in me comes out, and I'm like, okay, how many people have had a revision from me? They're like, me. And I was like, please tell them, give an example. You're like, oh no, you were very specific about what you missed and what you needed. And I was like, okay, great. So when you start complaining that I don't give you enough information or feedback, you did what I asked you to do. What is it? If I asked you to put these 5 things in the paper, you did it? That's it. Thank you. Good job. I'm good. But anyway, so we went on and on about that, but they're trying me. And I had one young lady who talks about, I'll save that for later. I'll say that for off camera. But I have a couple people that have tried me. And I had to get,
personally tried you? Like, you be like,
so I think so. And I kind of, yeah.
you had to get petty homo on them?
Very petty homo. Very petty homo.
All right.
But other than that, it's been good. I mean, the hotel is great. I had to get with the young man at the front desk.
Get with him or get him together?
I had to get with him and get his ass together. This
Okay.
young man who was, I don't know if he's African. I'm not sure what he was, but my issue was,
Oh, we got a phone call. Hello.
How you doing?
Hey, who is this?
This is Cortez.
Hey, what's up, Cortez? What can we do
going on,
you
Cortez?
Just want to say I'm a big fan of y'all show and everything. Y'all do an amazing job.
for? Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Your check's in the mail.
So you were
All
calling
right.
you were calling in with a song from the 70s or 80s to tell us that was one of your R&B song that was one of your favorites?
Oh, mine was Bee Gees, Staying Alive.
Girl, this is Black Music Month.
Oh, Black Music Month. Oh,
Well, but the Bee Gees.
No. We are not giving any
But that-
passes.
it's disco,
That's not Hall of
so,
Notes.
I mean-
Hall of Notes.
Well, Hall of Notes really
and,
ain't-
Hall of Notes and Tina Marie are the only white people that get passes during Black History Month.
James
We ain't
Brown
giving no
count.
passes to John B. We ain't giving no passes to Iggy Azalea. All right,
I'm-
you got to give one more. You got to give somebody
So
black.
what about another one?
James Brown.
All right, so give
what
us a
song?
James Brown song.
I can't think of it. Oh, I can't.
Sing
Can
it
you
for
sing
us.
it? Yeah.
I can't think it. I'll embarrass myself. I can't think it.
Listen, it's just us. It's just
It's
us
just
squirrel
us
friends.
and all of the hundreds of people listening online.
It's just us squirrel friends. Just come on and tell us what it is.
Oh, he probably.
Oh, he hung up.
Did you hang up on us?
No, that was my fault. It's-
Oh.
Okay. So
I feel good.
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay.
that's okay.
All right, we'll let that happen. All right, so we'll see you this weekend in your rubber ensemble for Pride.
Yes, indeedy.
Yeah.
All right, baby. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye. Thank you for
Bye.
calling.
Bye. You know that's our second call, like our second legitimate call.
Yeah,
Not counting
yeah.
that first chick that
It
called.
was like, hello. Somebody told me to call.
Somebody told me to call this
What?
number.
What?
What?
Go on.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Okay. So,
So
we
you
gotta-
had
we
to
gotta
you had to
call.
get the African dude together.
I had to get them together because it was so. Again, I was rushing to get up there. You know how when you I was rushing to get up there and I threw on shorts and a t-shirt and I rolled in, so I was looking a little frazzled. I walked up to the desk and I was like, okay, let me get myself together because I already know what this is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, hey, this is my name. This is why I'm here. I'm here with this. I was taking my time. I was speaking very slowly and clearly, and I was very non-confrontational, and I just wanted to make sure I expressed myself in a very clear manner to say this is why I'm here. He's like, I'll need your ID and credit card information. I said, no, actually you don't, because I actually put this program together, and we do this every single year here. And what we do is we have a master account. My name is on it, as well as the other program manager.
You got to at least
And
give him
so-
an ID.
the ID, yes, but the
Yeah.
problem is, and what they have done in the past is they've taken your credit card and they've charged you for all of this, and that's why I
Oh, yeah, no,
specifically
ma'am.
have said all of these are going to go on the master account. So when I said, you know what, no, this is not how we're doing it. This is the person I spoke to here. This is how we're doing it. This is what I still didn't lose my temper. And so he was like, well, but I still need the ID and the credit card. I said, well, you know what? This is fine. So you can go ahead and take this. But if I have one charge on my card between now and Friday, I'm coming back and I'm going to actually take your tag off of you.
You are
I
a
was
nasty
hot and,
little
I was
cunt.
hot and bothered because I already knew what this was going to be. Like I knew, and the problem is,
This was the corporate credit card, not your personal credit card.
it doesn't matter. Either one. It
Right.
doesn't it's because again, we already have an agreement with you. We have a purchase order that's already agreed with you, and we outlined all this. We had to do a credit check for this for us. This goes on our master account. These are the names that I sent you. That resume that I sent you with everybody's names and dates and when they're checking in and what we needed for them. And you also didn't give me my damn executive suites from the people on my list, which I had to come back downstairs to get you together about as well. But anyway, other than that, but it was okay. You know, I got them together and we were fine.
right.
But I didn't have to have any charges on my card.
Good.
But
Yeah.
we'll see come Friday.
Right. Yet.
Anyway,
So-
but my week was fine. How was yours?
What did I do last weekend? I went to see Godzilla.
That's right. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we went to see Godzilla.
Godzilla.
I
good.
thought it was pretty good.
It was good.
We went to see it at the Air and Space, the IMAX theater at the Air and Space Museum. And you know, if you've been to like a IMAX theater, like a regular theater, this is
Listen.
not. Let me tell you, this
Your-
theater is huge.
Your equilibrium is off as you walk into the stairs because the
Right.
screen is tilted toward this. It's a lot. Once you get situated though, it's amazing.
everything.
It's amazing.
And the movie itself was really good.
Yeah.
Now the human drama, I was like,
But the movie was good though.
but the movie overall was good. You know, it was definitely worth the time and
they brought back
the
a lot
money.
of the mainstay characters. That
Yeah, from,
Godzilla has
the
actually
Godzilla
fought.
movies
So
back
Rodan
in the day.
and Mothra,
Yes.
Hydra.
King, blah blah blah. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember what the mammoth was called and what the one from
The
last movie
insect, I
called.
was like, girl, I was like,
Yeah, it was a lot of, but it was
a
fine.
lot. No,
Mothra
Mothra was in there. Yeah, Mothra was
in it.
beautiful.
But yeah,
Mothra.
absolutely.
Listen, that's my Halloween. That's my Halloween look. I am giving you leather Mothra.
Listen, it was everything.
Yes.
Everything. So
that was good. We had some events with our associates on Saturday and Sunday, but other than that, I sat around and sat. So Friday I woke up and I was like, so I stayed home.
I'm still just going to dash over the fact that you still got a little bit going on, but that's okay. Go ahead.
It's just
go on.
It's the IML.
go on.
It's the IML cough.
Go
Everyone
on,
gets
but
the IML
we
cough.
talked about this, but go on.
It's just the IML cough, honey. I'm
just. Listen,
I'm not like you. I'm not
just
falling
concerned.
apart at the seams.
See, now that, ladies and gentlemen, that was a read. She tried it. She tried it. That's what she did.
Be careful with your brittle
Go on.
bone.
Listen, go on. Keep talking. Keep talking. Let that throat fall right on out. Keep talking.
I'm getting better. Thank you. Thank you for caring. Anyway, so I had a little tickle in my throat, but I wasn't like at death's door or anything. So I arranged for a gentleman caller.
Oh.
And this was an out call. So we were supposed to. So the in call was on Sunday, but I was like, I had nothing else to do. So he's like, yeah, I'm sitting at work bored. I was like, we should go and have a little fun at a local hotel. So he was talking all this shit about how he fooling around in the parks and outdoor stuff, and he loved public displays or whatever. So I'm trying to find a place to be discreet because I got a clearance. And every place that we went to, he was like, no, this is too exposed. I was like, bitch, you was talking all this shit on the phone. Plus, he was talking all this hot and heavy shit on the phone. But when I met him, he was quiet as a church mouse. So I was like, I'm a little bit over him already. And then, so we finally get to the spot, right? And so he is like a well-known fisting bottom. Like he has a ton of videos on XTube and stuff that he sent me and everything.
Okay.
So I will grant.
We'll talk about who that is.
Okay. I will grant that when we were supposed to meet, it was a spur of the moment thing. So he did not prepare, or he did not have a chance to prepare because that was just like I messaged him when he was already at work. So I go to Phil and I come back with a handful of Fruity Pebbles. And I was like, ugh. So that combined with the fact that I really wasn't feeling him in person, it was like, okay. So then I didn't really hear from him all weekend until like Sunday afternoon when we were supposed to hang out, right? And then I realized like this was legit, that the time that we were supposed to hook up was the time when we had the thing with the associates. So I had to cancel that. But then, so I can't have my phone anymore at work, right? Well, we have to have lockers. We have to keep our phone outside of the suite.
Jeez, okay.
So I can only text on the phone on the Verizon web app.
Oh,
the Verizon web app, for some of the contacts, the name from my phone hasn't transferred over, so it was just a number. So I thought I was texting someone else when I was texting him. So that other person that I thought I was texting asked me how my weekend was. And I said, I met up with this shitty bottom on Friday. And then about halfway through the description, for some reason, the screen like reset and scrolled up, and I realized I was talking to him about himself.
So you dashed over that and changed it to
I
something
dashed
else.
over that and kept on going. So I was like, listen, I don't give a fuck because I'm not hooking up with you no more. So I don't really care what you think. So, but it's a little funny that I was reading him to his face. Hello, Marcus. Are you going to call in? Yes, it was more like Cocoa Puffs than Fruity Pebbles, but dark chocolate Fruity Cocoa Puffs.
Count Chocula.
Count Chocula, yeah. So here's my thing.
Cocoa Krispies.
Right, so here's my thing. I get that we hadn't made specific plans.
Chocolate chip cookies.
So we started having this conversation like 9 o'clock, and he was been at work since 7. So I get that he wasn't.
Oreo cookies.
But he could have like gone and like he worked across the street from the CVS. He could have at least like done a test to make sure that he was, together before having me come over to do, a light fisting. And I was so glad because he was like, I want you to give me a toy, a plug to put in me. I was like, I'm glad I didn't give you one of my good plugs because I will never get it
I'm
back.
gonna need the kids to get themselves together. If this,
And
is
he
what
was
you're
supposed to
gonna
be
do,
like a fist, like
if
a professional.
If you are a professional, if this is what you listen. Let me be clear. I understand 210% that accidents happen. Yes, God, they do.
And I understand.
But if you are a professional,
Right.
you need to think about what you are doing. You need to plan accordingly.
But that was
and
it.
keep
That was
the
it. I
fuck
wasn't
moving.
expecting him to plan.
Okay.
Because we met up like 11:30. We started having this conversation at 10 o'clock.
And I get
so he
that.
was already at work. But you could at least gone to the bathroom and like
Or-
evacuated your bowels because this wasn't like
But
I
or
was.
you
this
just
in
could
it.
have said,
I
"We're
was
not
like-
gonna do that," 'cause
was
I didn't
like-
do any of
I was
that.
like this far in him, so that means it was like right there.
He could have just
He could
said,
have just
"We're
taken
not
a shit
doing-"
and cleaned himself real good and been good.
Or he just could have said, "We're not doing that because I'm not clean." Period.
Or he could have done that.
That's so.
Either way, I could have not been
The courtesy
traumatized.
would have
And
been-
I had on all white. No, I didn't.
The courtesy would have been for you to just say, "We're not doing that."
Right.
Like, I don't see what the big deal is. Like, this is, and if you tell people you're honest up front, they're gonna do like this. They're gonna be like, "Okay, well, thanks." And,
Right.
and that means
first
you
of all,
either still coming by.
I would
but they're
have
not gonna
driven
touch
all
you.
the way from my house down to fucking Georgetown,
Or they'd have
and
told
then
you,
wandered
"Let's
around.
reschedule."
Wandered because we already had a date scheduled
Yeah,
on Sunday. But
so-
I'm actually glad because then I would have been mad because if he was
Well,
the
no,
same,
if you've planned a date and you roll up and you giving shitty kitty, there's a problem. And I
Right.
need you to listen. Get the fuck about it. You wasting my time. Matter of fact, I feel like Mariah Carey. You owe me money. I'm going to sue you, bitch.
Right.
You wasting my time.
So all right, so Drag Race season finale.
Is this
Okay.
this is a spoiler alert for anybody's going to
Listen,
watch.
you know what? I'm over people and their spoiler alerts. First of all, it's been like a week. Tomorrow it'll be a week since a show aired. People want to be like, spoiler alert. If you've ever watched this show, you know that we talk about Drag Race every week.
We do.
And starting
next and
great,
week
because
after
good
next.
thing. No, next week because Pose actually comes on Tuesday. So
That's the
we will,
11th.
yeah.
Oh, yes,
so we will have been able to see the show and then talk about it the next day. So just get your listen. This is your warning. You got until 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific to watch Pose on Wednesdays or not watch that segment of the show because we're not going to not talk about it. So
I'm fine with that. I'm still going to give a spoiler alert for those people that want to turn around and you haven't.
all right, so so you can mute it for the
But-
next 15 minutes.
But anyway, so Evie won. But listen, Evie
I was
won the
so
competition.
I was very happy for
House
Evie.
and ever. Evie's daddy won the internet.
Listen. All you hoes is gonna keep your hands off my man.
Your man is at my hotel right now. Ordering room service on the master account. But in any event, but yes,
How dare you, home wrecker?
I've been called worse.
I'm sure you have.
Yes.
But all right, so let's go back.
So yes, Evie won.
The looks that people had. I don't remember most of the looks. I do remember Plastique's look in all white. I thought she looked fabulous.
So who I'm going to give credit for all white look was, I loved Brooke when she came out. That ice dripping off of her was amazing.
I feel like it's just a repeat of things that she's done throughout the season.
It still looked good on her.
It did look good on
looked
her,
good on
but
her.
I mean, this is the finale. You're supposed to step your pussy up.
It looked good on her. Now, who I did not see when they came out for that part was Akira.
You didn't like the feathers and the green?
You talking about on the reunion show?
No, I'm talking about
No, I
her
didn't see,
look on
I
stage.
didn't see her look on
oh,
stage.
you didn't see
I
it?
didn't see her look
yeah.
on stage. And I
Yeah.
was like,
She came out in these just all black iridescent feathers with like green accents and green jewels
Okay.
and everything.
She's a pageant girl, and I think
yeah.
she's going to give you grandeur. She's going to give you, opulence, of course.
Yeah.
But
Opulence.
Right. But it was, but I liked Akira. Not Akira.
I feel like we're being hard on Silky, but she makes it easy to be hard on her because that pink dress with the roaches was very Tracy Turnblad. So I got that. But then those cheap ass Etsy jewels that she had on, it was just too much. And I felt like she threw the competition away because it was the four of them. So she won the spin of the wheel. So she got to choose first. So it was like one person gets to choose. They get to choose who they go against, and the other two gets to go against each other. And then the winner of those two battles gets to go head to head.
Right.
So Rue spun the wheel. Silky won the spin. So she had to choose between Brooke, Akira, and Evie.
Yeah.
She wasn't going to choose Akira because that's her girl. You know that or whatever the fuck they call themselves.
Yeah, the Dream Girls.
The Dream Girls.
Yeah.
So it was really between Brooke and
Brooke and
right.
Evie,
so
basically.
she knew that she was going to that Evie was going to slay her, but I mean I just feel like she gave up at that point. It was just
Listen,
like
I don't think she gave up. I think so. Let me be clear. I think Silky has a lot of talent, and she's
does.
a talented queen.
I just don't think this was the
But
right competition for her at all.
I think that we give her a little bit too much credit and cut her too much slack. Maybe because she's a big girl. Mm-hmm. I think that's why we give her slack. But when you go back and look at her stuff through the season, I was having this conversation.
Terrible.
It's been unfinished and sloppy. It's kind of
and
like
there was
that,
always an excuse for it.
it's kind of like that Shangela thing, her first time on the
Yes.
season. Like she had
Everything
great
was an
ideas.
excuse.
It was unfinished and sloppy. So when she got to All Stars and shit was thoroughly together, like that's why people were upset as far as I'm concerned.
Right, because
I
they
think
saw the growth.
They saw the growth. And I mean, she had a few moments, but still, it was growth from where she started. Silky, and let me be clear, she's doing shit that I just can't do, and I'm fine with that. Howsoever, that little death drop she tried to do when she jumped up
And that's the thing. That was not
Stop doing that if you can't do it.
One, that is not a death drop. That is a kick your leg up and slow slide to the ground into a not even really split. You know, I mean, because when a split is where both of your legs are like fully
correct.
like this. Her one leg is like this. That was not a split.
When she tried to throw back and throw her legs the
right, and
dancing
you know
dolls, I was
she keep
no.
flopping around, flopping around on
like
people's
like
stage.
they said on the show before, you flopping around on stage, but
And
whatever.
But here's my thing with Brooke. I wasn't that impressed with
she
Brooke.
was boring. Like her performance
She was
actually
very boring in both of the lip syncs that she did.
Evie kicked her performance up the first time she performed, battled against her in a lip sync.
I didn't really care for that look that she had on. You know what it looked like? It looked like, remember the mask that I had from Code Red with all of the little, like a Muppet died?
Yeah.
Like she killed like 1,000 Muppets for that outfit. So I didn't really care for it. I thought it was very creative, but I didn't care for the look, but I loved her lip sync against Akira. So I thought that was great. But Brooke just do the same shit. She gets up on point, and she sort of, I mean, it works, but I was expecting her to do more.
It was more exciting the first time we saw it.
Right. And she did it like every time she had the lip sync.
Every
So
time,
it was
yeah.
like, okay, it's not.
So,
If
but
you're
now
not going to, and then she didn't really do anything with it, because if you're going to get on point and then just do like, turn after
she could have
turn
done
after
pirouette
turn.
after pirouette after
Well,
pirouette.
I couldn't remember the name. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying
Right.
she could have, and she would have turned it as long as she was on point, and she would have been able to spin as long as she wanted to.
Right.
That's what she does. But okay,
Right, and then-
but I give her credit. I like the second cover up though, the one that said reveal.
I don't, because.
I thought that was kinda
So
cute.
did you get that article that I sent you?
I did, but I didn't look at the article.
So the article was, it was Evie, like the day after
No.
she had won.
Talking about the interview with her.
Yeah, it was the
yes,
interview
I saw
with her.
That. Yes,
and
yes.
she said that she was like, I didn't want to, ever since Sasha Velour won, every queen thinks they have to do this reveal. I thought what I liked about Brooks was like, she was like, it says reveal on it, so
Right,
you know what it's going to be.
That was the irony.
Right?
Yeah.
You
It
know
was
it's
like,
going
all
to
right,
be a
it's
reveal.
in your face. You know it's going to be. Yeah.
But Evie was like, everyone does a reveal, so everyone thinks they need to do a reveal now. So the way that I'm going to set myself apart is by having a fabulous look that's already there and gags you. And let me tell you why her look gagged me. Her look gagged me because at first I was like, okay, that's a cute little sparkly headpiece. And then they zoomed in and you saw that the mirrors were angled so that wherever she faced, you could see like her reflection on both sides. And then when she bent over backwards and you saw that there was an entirely different look on the back, she turned it. You didn't care for it?
I did not care for her look.
What?
I did not. I did.
Oh my
the,
God!
the idea
America,
of it, yes,
America.
America.
Please call in and refute this foolishness.
America.
240-719-2560.
I was not a fan of that second look. I really wasn't even a fan of her first look, but
I was not a fan of the first look.
Yeah,
but the
I really
second
wasn't
look turned
because like it was a travesty. They're just murdering all the damn Muppets. But anyway, but the second look, yeah, I was not a fan. Like I thought some of her
Really?
looks,
Why didn't you care for it?
because it was I don't like that type of makeup where it makes you look crazy. And it looked,
But that's her look, though.
it is her look,
and it was, but it was well put together. It was.
But her,
okay, I'll
her
let you
other
finish. Sorry.
crazy looks have had a theme. Even the 3-eyed, there was a beauty part to that,
Yes.
which was great. Even when she first came in and she was giving you the snake, there was a beauty part to that, if you will. This was just, there's a beauty part to it, but it was a crazy look to me. I don't know what, it didn't land for me. Like I like her stuff, and I like the fact that she becomes conceptual and comes up with a look, but it didn't do it for me. I wasn't, and the turnaround with the head, I was like, "Girl, you could have kept that."
I thought it was. I mean, she could have done a lot more of it with it, but the only way she could have done more with it was making like an animatronic face. But I loved that look, and that you could see not only you. For me, it was perfect for a lip sync because if you know all of the words, you can really see the way the lips move by seeing it in side view on two sides. So I personally thought that really worked.
It was not one of my favorite looks from her. That's what I'll say. Like even though, like, I will say, even last year with the reveal when
the butterflies.
no, not the butterfly. That was funny too. But even when Violet Chachki came back to give up her crown, when she gave it up to Bob, I think it was.
Yeah.
And she had the dress on that had roaches on it. I wasn't really a fan of that dress, but the overall look I was okay with because she was so snatched and pulled in. But I wasn't a fan of the dress by itself. Like I would have never picked it.
Okay.
But that
Let me tell you whose dress was a gag for a gag's sake. Nina West. The dress was red and it had tabs on it. And you didn't know what the tabs were at first.
I knew exactly
till
what that
she
was.
turned around
Yes.
and it was like a paper cutout doll
Yes.
where you just put the front around the doll
yes.
and the doll is naked in the back.
Yes,
and
God.
she had this nude illusion, but the nude illusion was done completely in stonework. So she had this nude fabric that was, so like you could see like the line of her back and like the cheeks of her ass.
So I'm sorry. I'm agreeing with this was a cute dress, but I want to go back and talk about somebody else's dress I thought was the motherfucking shit. But go ahead.
So I love that it wasn't just, you turn around and she's got a piece of fabric on the back that makes it look like she's naked. No, it was more than that. It was that there was a piece of nude fabric that perfectly matched her skin tone, and you could see like the muscle definition and everything, but all of that was done in stonework. So it was very high concept.
Yes, it was. Now, in that same vein of very high concept, the same person that I just said I didn't particularly care for their look, Evie Oddly's look when she came on stage. Did you get into Did you get into
the meat dress? Essentially,
it was right, but it was sequined. And did you get into the headpiece that looked like her head was exploding?
Yes,
and had pieces of bread. That was amazing. That was the picture I saw of her when I was talking to. That was amazing to me because when I got close up on it, I was like, this is beautiful.
Yes.
It was amazing to me. Now, for me, had she worn that to lip sync in?
Yes. Yes.
I like that look.
Yes. And I hope she, as she was saying in the article, whoever was interviewing her is like, you think this will usher in a wave of sort of more creative queens in the same way that you and Sasha Velour were. I think she was creative in a way that no one else who has tried to do it has been as successful since Sasha Velour.
So I will agree with that.
Sasha Velour was more of a high concept fashion model with her creativity, and Evie was more of a kooky crazy kind of thing with
Yes.
it. But what I appreciated the most about Evie this season is that every look, even when she was like giving you glam, it was glam as interpreted through her weird,
Yes.
crazy aesthetic, which I think is what Rue appreciated about it the most. It was like, if you're going to be glam, but you're giving this crazy kooky queen lick, don't change who you are
Right.
to be,
Right.
whatever. Interpret that through your own style.
Yeah, I love Evie.
They made the right choice. I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
that I would have been terribly fucked up if Brooklyn had a one,
Child, no.
but I was,
been
listen,
fucked up,
what that shirt say that I wear, I root for everybody black.
Yeah, so
But
on to a couple other things I wanted to mention as well. I found these two articles, and I wanted to say congratulations to Rita Moreno. Rita was actually.
I thought we were still on Drag Race because there's one more thing.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Did you all get into the fact that during the finale, there was a motherfucking McDonald's commercial with Shangela? Like, not like a joke. It wasn't about Shangela as it wasn't sold for gags. It was like, hi, I'm Shangela, a drag queen, and when I get up in the morning, I want a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit or a sausage and muffin with egg or whatever the fuck she was talking about. But it was just like a regular commercial.
Well, so I was actually watching it on live, on VH1 Live. So I don't think I saw that.
Yeah, it was on VH1 because I saw it.
Yeah, but I don't think I saw that. I think.
Well, maybe you didn't see that commercial, but it was.
Because at some point they do this thing where like take a selfie, take a break, and they don't show commercials, and it's like sitting there for like a minute and a half.
Oh well, no. When I saw,
I must have missed that. I missed.
Yeah,
that
yeah. Well, it was definitely on the third because I saw it, the taping on Thursday night.
Okay.
I watched it that time.
I have to
so
look for that then. So, well, shout out to Shannon.
Yeah,
listen,
so that was good.
She's a hard work. Listen, that young lady is a hard working young lady. She's everywhere.
She has worked everything that she needs
she's
to
going
with
right
that.
down that lane with Jennifer Lewis. Like she pops up everywhere. So
Right.
I'm good with that. So
you
congratulations
were
to
saying
that.
about Rita
I was saying
Moreno?
Marina Moreno, Entertainment Tonight or ET Online. They said that she was nominated for and received a Peabody Award, and she is the first Latina actress to receive PGOT status. So she has a Peabody Award.
I didn't know what the P stood for. I knew what the
Award.
EGOT was.
Right. So Peabody with the Emmy, the Grammy, the Oscar, and the Tony. So she has all of them. So she is the first Latina. So listen, I'm giving it up for you, Marina Moreno.
Yes.
And I have fond memories of you as a young man when you were on Electric Company. As well as West Side Story, because when I turned my first,
is that what she got the Tony for West
I don't
Side
know.
Story?
She may have. I'm not sure. But I remember turning my first color television on, and at 3:00 in the morning when I first got it for Christmas, and West Side Story was on. I remember that. So shout out to you for that. So I just want to say congratulations, and yeah, I love Rita. I didn't realize she's 87. She looks great.
Good Lord,
She looks great. Rita looks great. So
her and Cicely
congratulations to that.
Tyson still kicking.
And Cicely is 97?
Something like that, yeah.
She's 95 or 90. I think she's 97.
She looks like she's about
Cicely
70,
Tyson
72.
yeah, come on, Cicely. Like, I'm not mad. So okay.
Yes.
And then also, I found another article, and I was going through my stuff. I was looking on Facebook and kind of going to one article to another article to another article. So there was this article that came up under Facebook that was talking about the whitewash history of HIV and AIDS. And they were saying that in 1969 there was this black teen that actually
I saw
died
that headline,
in
but I didn't read the
1969.
artight
So it
Did it
says
seem like a
that-
legitimate?
yeah, it
sometimes
really
people-
was because so they said that this 15-year-old black youth checked into a St. Louis hospital, and his name was Robert Rayford. And for 6 months, he continued to deteriorate. They didn't know what his conditions were. I mean, what the symptoms. I'm sorry. They didn't know what his ailments were based on all these symptoms. They couldn't figure it out. Well, he died 1 month before Stonewall riots, and it would be another 12 years before the CDC would actually report a mysterious pneumonia and immune deficiency disease, which we've come to know as AIDS. But when they went back in 1987 to examine his tissues, they then found out that was actually HIV. I was like,
well,
Jesus.
there's been cases. I recall reading something that says there's cases of HIV in Africa going back to the 20s.
Yes, and they talk about how the one guy who was stigmatized as being the patient zero, this white male flight attendant,
from like
as
Norway
being
or something.
patient zero, and it's so I feel so bad because again they've stigmatized him and basically slandered and everything about him.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say slander, but they were
They
just
did.
wrong. Well,
They
slandered.
implied that because he was a flight attendant and a homosexual, that he slept around, and had he not, it would have he would not have. It was like, listen,
So, yeah,
maybe
it's
flight
like-
attendants sleep around, but I know a lot of engineers and construction
Program
workers
managers,
and
federal government
architects
workers,
and that sleep around.
I'm just
So,
saying, yeah.
it was going to be somebody. Unfortunately, it was him.
Yeah.
And so.
And I do not recall his name right now. I'm sorry.
Speaking of which, so in our last 7 minutes, this is Pride Month.
Yes.
So let's talk about that for a minute. So,
Happy
did you get your
Pride.
tickets? Latrice Royale is going to be at the Eagle on Friday night.
This Friday?
This Friday.
Bitch, why am I just not hearing about this?
You don't pay attention to the group me.
No, I don't. I'm trying.
Well, you've been
I'm a little
busy.
bit-
You've
I'm
been
a little
busy, but I'll let
so-
you know. Well, I'll forward you the link.
Okay,
You can
so
get it.
okay,
Yeah, so
all right.
$15.
Okay.
But yes,
okay.
we're all going to
Wait,
go.
Friday. No, but Friday I'm going to go see. I'm at it. So first of all, I'm celebrating my 30 days of Chet. So this
Yes.
is my birthday month. So let me be clear. So
You're
I
going
have.
to be 75, right?
I'm celebrating 30 days of Chet. So this is what we're going to do. So I have things lined up.
That
And on
was cute
Friday,
when
I'm
you
actually
dashed
going
over there.
to see Dark Phoenix on Friday because someone's taking me to go see Dark Phoenix. I'm going to go see that.
Oh,
on Friday.
you got a date? Shantae got a man at home?
But no, it's not a date, not a man at home. But I do have somebody coming to meet me later on. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Where you going to go see it at the
I'm gonna
IMAX
go
again?
No, I'm gonna go see it at. They wanted to go to Silver Spring,
Oh.
so I'm gonna go. Yeah, they want to go see.
Tell them to
Silver
see that another night so we can go see Latrice motherfucking Royale.
But what time does she start? Does she start early? Does she come on?
They said the show starts at 10, so that doesn't mean she's going to be right on at 10, but
so
we all going to get there
so
and
I will
gather.
dash after that because as long as it. So I feel like it's gonna be. I hope it's not a 3-hour movie. If it's a 3-hour movie, I'm gonna be pissed off.
What time does the movie start?
7:30.
Yeah, as long as you leave like right afterwards and come
and
right
I really
there,
don't- I really
we'll
don't-
save you a
yeah,
space.
yeah, 'cause I wanna-
I mean, we'll all be standing, but you Dominion, and I'll be like, move, bitch.
So yes,
we'll
so I
make
will see
room
what
for
that.
you.
But so I'm gonna go see Dark Phoenix. But so Dark Phoenix is on my list because I want to go see it again.
Yeah, I want to see that too, but I'm just not going to have time this weekend.
Okay, so and then Saturdays is the parade, and then Sunday I have
Saturday
another
is
day.
parade, and then Sunday is the
Which
Pride
reminds me, are we
Festival.
the
Todrick is
contingency?
going to be at
Todrick's gonna be on Friday. I mean on Sunday. I mean
on Sunday at the festival.
Oh my gosh!
So that's going to be
So
cute.
the other question is the contingency.
Yeah, we've been invited to.
I just because I
Mark,
didn't
the
got
Centaurs is
No, I never got
going
the
on.
invite.
We don't need it in person. We don't need an invite.
Okay, well I just want to make sure. Okay, so we're gonna be in the same spot that we're gonna.
Yeah, Renee
Okay.
told us that the Centaurs
All right.
invited Onyx to Mark.
We'll come- all right, we'll come back
we're
to that.
good.
So
So
anyway.
we're good. So this weekend is Capitol Pride here in DC. We're going to be out at the DC Eagle on Friday night to see Latrice Royale. Now, so I
Latrice
just want to,
motherfucking
I want to
Royale.
take a moment. Because, the gays have gotten too big for their britches. The leather gays, particularly. And they're like, well, no one wants to see a drag queen. This is a leather bar. Listen, honey, if it hadn't
understand
been
the
for
implications
drag
of drag
queens
queens?
and trans people of color, there would be no Stonewall.
Because that first stone was thrown by who? Marsha P. Johnson.
Yes.
Who was, and her good girlfriend, who was a Latina drag queen.
Silky DeLavre, Sylvia.
Oh,
There's Sylvia Rivera.
Sylvia Rivera.
And then there's another. I'm gonna be so mad. I'm sorry, sister, that I can't remember. her
yeah,
name.
I'm
And
sorry.
she's still alive. She's an older black trans woman. Silky, it's not Silky. It starts with an S. Delavria or something like
Okay.
that.
I
but
apologize
yes, so
for-
trans women.
But
Trans
they started
women
this whole-
and drag queens of color were the ones who started this. And not only did they start it,
Fought
so
their
when they
asses
started, and let's just be clear, Stonewall was. It was
a-
so here. There were respectable gay societies, dive gay bars, a couple other levels of shit, and then Stonewall.
Yes.
So the only people who went to Stonewall were the people who couldn't get in anywhere else.
Right.
who didn't have anything else to protect them. Because
Miss
the white
Majors.
gays.
Miss Majors.
Miss
Oh, that's
Major.
right, because you met her.
Yes.
Elimination, you met her, I think. You
Yes.
were Miss Majors. That's
So,
right.
you know, the white gays will not let them into their fancy protected societies where they can go and fuck in peace in somebody's, rent controlled loft or whatever. They couldn't even get into like, the little quiet enclaves. So Stonewall in the Village was the only place where these transgendered people, these rent boys, prostitute and other rent boys and other prostitutes, and these, and drag queens could go. So afterwards, when they tried to organize, these same white gays was like, no, you can't march because we don't want you to be the face of this movement. Mm-hmm. So they marched anyway. So when we say that Pride was a riot and Pride was a protest, that's what it was. It was a protest against not only oppression from society
But also-
outside, but respectability and all of that from within the gay community.
yes.
So let's not forget who went before. Those people had no choice but to live in their truth openly. They didn't have the privilege of taking off their leather and then going to their good government job and only being leather fags on the weekend. They had to live in their truth 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And so we honor them by standing
up.
with them and showing up. So there's
Standing,
absolutely nothing wrong with drag queens performing at a leather bar. First of all, drag queens bring in money. How many drinks does your broke ass buy?
And that is none so evidence as I'm not even going to go down that road.
Right. Anyway, so Pride this weekend, Capital Pride in D.C. Check your local listings for Pride in your city and go out and support.
And if you're in D.C. and you're coming to Capitol Pride Parade, listen, come see
us.
us.
Say,
We will-
Dominion, Epic, we love your show. Say it a lot so more hoes will watch.
I'm here for it. Listen, I co-sign on all of that.
Yes.
So definitely please come out.
So the BGK8 show streams live on Wednesdays on www.voxwave.com from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern and 5 to 6 p.m. Pacific. Episodes are episodes are available on YouTube every Friday. Search for Vox Power 373 and look for the BGK8 show with Dominion.
And Epic.
So currently we are able to host a studio audience.
Yes, we are.
And-
hello, how y'all doing? Y'all
Yes,
having a good
it's
time?
lovely
Oh my
to
God,
have you.
oh,
Thank you.
for coming.
Thank
Yes,
you.
all
Thank
right.
you. You cared. We appreciate that.
Right.
Yes. And also, got the hiccups. If you can't call, if you can't be in the audience, you can call in. You can call us one more again, 240-719-2560. And you can also find us on SoundCloud as well as iTunes, at least for the moment, because I heard they was getting ready to do away with iTunes. We'll figure that out when that happens. So, Epic, how can the viewers get in contact with you?
You can reach me on Facebook by looking for me as Epic Onyx.
Mm-hmm.
You can find me on Instagram at I am Epic Onyx, and you can also find me on Twitter at Epic Onyx1. And how can I reach you, Dominion?
You can reach me on Twitter and Instagram at Dom Onyx, on Facebook at facebook.com/Dominion Onyx, and my website, www.domonyx.com, where one of these days I'm going to get back to writing Dominion's opinions. So we want to thank you all for coming out. God bless you. We will be ready to talk next week about all of the Pride shenanigans.
Yes.
Don't forget your hydration backpack.
Oh, no, I just pulled that bitch out the closet.
Right. Wash that girl out and make
Yeah,
sure
I
she's
was
ready
like,
to
well,
go.
wait a minute, I got to...
Like, ooh, yeah. this
Yeah, I
is
was like,
clean.
I rinsed it out, but I was like, I got to...
Right, I got to clean the hydration backpack, so we're going to talk about Pride, everything that went on with that foolishness, and the first episode of Pose, because the
Yes, God, next
previews
week is
look
going
like
to be
everything.
everything. So, listen, thank you all for coming out. We appreciate you. Love you. Good
bye.
night.
Mwah.